How about a Martian city? That too in the middle of a desert? Well, you might have thought about it just now, but as always, Dubai is a step ahead in this as well, and has started the construction of its $135 million Martian Desert City. Welcome back to Genesis. In today's video, we're going to look at what the wonderful, luxurious city of Dubai has to offer us in its new Martian Desert City, Mars Science City. Before we proceed, make sure to subscribe to our channel and click on the notification bell for regular updates. Dubai is busy building a city on Earth that may look similar to Mars and help humans survive in the Martian conditions. The Red Planet City is set to be 6 times the size of Disneyland and will be built over the next decade, costing an estimated $135 million. The desert dust in Dubai can get thick and harsh on your skin and lungs, so imagine what that must be like if you're standing on Mars. To make sure their astronauts feel at home, the United Arab Emirates has built a Mars Science City that recreates the conditions of our neighboring planet. The oil-rich Gulf nation of the United Arab Emirates, UAE, stated its intention to establish a colony on Mars within the next century in 2017. Since then, the UAE has engaged architects to help them realize this ambitious goal. Its concept was developed by an international team led by Dilung Kiran, founder and CEO of Cosmic Vision Foundation. It is made to learn about how people can survive on other planets like Mars, Venus, or any other within the solar system. The center will also be a base for NASA's human mission to Mars in 2030. The Mars Science City was intended as a field for Dubai's Mohammed bin Rashid Space Center, MBRSC, to develop the technology needed to colonize Mars. It was originally earmarked to cover 176 square meters of desert, but it has since been reduced to 40,000 square meters. The $135 million development complex is being built mainly by Emirati engineers at MBRSC's Advanced Technologies Center. Architects Bjarke Ingels Group were asked to design a prototype of an ideal living facility suitable for sustaining life on Mars. The architects complied and then adapted it for use in the desert. As a result, the ambitious concept design became what today is known as the Mars Science City, based in Dubai and aiming to simulate life under the Martian conditions that humans would face if they chose to live there one day. The goal is to create an immersive environment that allows scientists to work together and test out technologies that will be used on Mars. Since its announcement in 2017, Mars Science City has been in the design stage due to the Mohammed bin Rashid Space Center's inability to secure the necessary land for expansion. The city will play a key role in the development of the whole world, bringing together international researchers from around the globe to collaborate and carry out research on Mars-like conditions. Originally planned to be constructed close to MBRSC and Al Khawaneej, the city will now be located in Academic City. One architectural firm competing to build the complex suggested that it could take up to around 176,156 square meters, which is larger than 24 football fields. With pressurized biodomes and robotics labs, the facility will mimic the conditions on Mars to help establish whether humans could thrive there. The endeavor, known as Mars 2117, aims to establish a settlement on the Red Planet by the year 2117. The city will also include a theater, co-working spaces, museums, and schools. The buildings needed to run life will be 3D printed beneath these enormous domes. Up to 20 feet of the rooms will be subterranean. This was constructed to shield people from radiation and meteorites. As we travel beyond Earth, the idea that architecture is the art and science of making the world more suitable for human life becomes even more clear. In order to adapt to particular climates and landscapes, vernacular architecture has developed, and Mars Science City aims to investigate what vernacular building on Mars would look like. The tools of the architect, as well as the resulting forms and spaces, are drastically altered when designing for low gravity, low pressure, extreme cold, and high radiation levels. The idea of living in a world without an ecosystem gives a whole new meaning to the term environment. The difficulty now is in creating a brand new environment from scratch rather than trying to retain the current one. Life on Mars has a lot of issues. It doesn't have a global magnetic field, a thick atmosphere, or radiation shielding. On Mars, the temperature is typically negative 63 degrees Celsius. Because air pressure is so low in comparison to Earth pressure, liquids quickly turn into gas. Only 6% of the air pressure on Earth exists on Mars. A problem is the absence of air pressure. It causes liquids to gasify and evaporate quickly. If a person went to Mars without protection, their blood would practically boil. Most importantly, this project's largest challenge is not primarily technological in nature. The problem is both human and private. How humans can thrive is more important than just how they can survive. This amazing Martian city idea, replete with pressurized biodomes and subterranean ice, is presented as the solution to the problems that humanity is now facing. The design appears to be the result of a partnership involving numerous corporations, organizations, and governments. To that aim, the pressurized biodomes that make up the Martian city will each be wrapped with a clear polyethylene membrane, according to the Bjarke-Ingels group. Each biodome would be filled with oxygen produced by electrically ionizing subsurface ice. Biodomes would eventually be connected to form towns and cities called toruses in the shape of rings as Mars's population grew. A $135 million research and development center devoted to exploring how to build a Mars colony will be built. The city would be powered and heated using solar energy, and the thin atmosphere could actually help the domes maintain their temperature. The city would also be built using 3D printers and robots. When the colony reached 30,000 people, it would be able to produce enough oxygen to sustain itself without relying on Earth. While no one knows if the sci-fi dream of colonizing Mars will ever become a reality, Dubai's city officials are determined to start preparing now by creating the first research facility on Earth that resembles life on the Red Planet. Do you think the United Arab Emirates has made the right move by building a city considering colonization on Mars? Let us know in the comments section below. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.